My name is Patsy to Caesar. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Wheeling, West Virginia. I grew up in a big Italian family on both sides of the family. Loving family, really loving family. And then when I was about 12 years old, I had a best friend. His name was Garrett. And we used to hang out all the time, kick it heavy and everything. And we used to ride four-wheelers all the time. And we went up to my dad's house one day and got on the road. My dad told me specifically not to get on the road. And I did not obey what he said, and I got on the road. And due to that, my best friend got hit head-on with a truck, and he ended up dying. That hurt a lot. I had a lot of guilt dwelling inside me from that. And that's really when my addiction started. I started dibble-dabbling in alcohol and smoking marijuana. And I was always trying to act out and hang out with the older crowd and stuff. And then when I was about 18 years old, my mom passed away from cancer. That took another toll on my life. And due to that, I started getting heavy into opiates to cover the guilt and the shame and just everything else that was hurting inside me. I started doing things that I didn't want to do just because I needed money for my drug addiction. I started breaking into houses, robbing people, robbing my family. It didn't matter who I stepped on. If I needed it, I'd get it. I was working at my dad's business. My dad has a business, and I was really dope sick on my lunch break, and I didn't know what to do, so I ended up leaving on lunch, going to the neighbor's house right next to my dad's business. I broke into her house. I stole a bunch of jewelry and things, and my dad's the one who ended up catching me. The lady, she's a friend of the family, of course, and she called me and she said, "Patsy, just turn the stuff in and nothing will happen." And I responded as, "I don't know what you're talking about." But it was too late. I already had it cashed and the dope in my hand. And my dad's the one that ended up calling the police. He's the one that wrote the statement on me. And I ended up going to prison for 2 years on that. And you know, everybody wanted me to get help, but I just didn't want to listen to nobody. I was out for about 2.5, 3 months. Didn't learn a thing. It just made everything worse. Started getting back into drugs, and I ended up getting hemmed up on another charge. Violated my parole, caught some new charges, went back to prison for another 2.5 years. And didn't learn nothing from that either. I got out of prison, and then when I got out of prison is really when I started getting into the heavy drugs as far as crack and shooting heroin, putting a needle in my arm. I ended up overdosing on heroin. It took 6 things of Narcan to bring me back to life. I knew I had to get help. God was speaking to me, telling me, get help or you're just not gonna make it. And that's what led me back down to the Union Mission. I'm just ready for something different in my life. I want things in my life that I know I will never accomplish through drugs. You know, I want a wife, I want a house, and I want kids. And them things I'll never be able to achieve if I'm out there doing what I was doing. I've been here now for 6 months. We're about to start this new transitional period. I actually just got hired on to be an intern to help the new guys that are coming in. I know my dad loves me with all of his heart. You know, he's my hero. My dad is truly my hero. He's taught me so much in this life, great morals and great values that I live on today. It's been about 7, 8 months. I try to reach out to him, but he just doesn't want anything to do with me. And I completely understand that. I've stabbed him in his back numerous of times. You know, if I could talk to him, I would just tell him how much I love him. But you know, just like my Heavenly Father, my dad is testing me. He is testing me to see if this is real this time. It's not just words, but it's going to be action put into it. You know, I have faith and I trust God's going to restore that in His time. So I'm excited for that, but at the same time I'm a little impatient because I want to talk to my dad. Okay, I feel led to help others that are struggling in addiction also. I feel led to help especially teens that are struggling between 13 to 17. I would really like to help them and encourage them to go into a different path in life, just to show them that there is a better way, to show them that there's something much, much more out there than drugs and addiction that just lead you down the wrong path. So I'm excited for that, I really am.